you going, guys? Is that a fucking chilled out goat or what? Oh, yeah, have a bit of a fucking scratch. Oh, yeah. That's his fucking sore leg. No pressure on it. And we've got a bit of fucking loosened hay in the back there. Not clover or rye, but keeps his stomach moving over and it's not too heavy because we're trying to get him to lose a bit of fucking weight. And again, big thank you for everyone who's donated a few bucks. Anyone who's been following this knows that I've been trying to transition into just fans supporting me rather than advertisers supporting me. And I don't like fucking just continually just telling people donate here and all this shit. So I'm not pushing it, but yeah, thanks for doing it. Jimbo at jimbo.com.au is my PayPal, and garythegoat.tv is where you can fucking find some details as well. Anyway, the first thing I just want to get out of the way, a lot of people write in and go, no, do the ads because I like the idea that I watch your ads that you earn money. And it's not that I'm against money. My point is, say on my YouTube, which is not as big as Facebook, but I've got about 21 million views on it. Now, apparently, the money you earn from ads is about 2,000 per million. So 21 million, that's about $42,000 I could have got, but I'm locked in with this fucking full screen partnership, so they take a fair bit out. But even if I was getting this $42,000, you wouldn't go into a YouTube thing, you wouldn't do what I do just to fucking earn the money from the ads. I mean, 500 ads going all around Australia with a goat and all the work and all the costs involved in doing that over years for $42,000. I mean, if you're just doing it for the money, you'd go, oh no, I'll just fucking pack shelves at my local supermarket or fucking sell dope or something fucking easier. And less likely to get into trouble with the fucking cops. So that's not what I'm doing. So what I'm saying to the people who are going, just do the ads, it's not much. It's about 1 or 2 cents per person who watches me per year. It's fuck all. And the other thing is, once people go, oh yeah, I really want to help you, I watch the ads, that fucking goes into the psycho end where you got people, and you've all seen them on, just not on my page, it's the internet is full of them, where people follow a page and then out of the blue, you know, people going, I don't like this post, and if you don't stop doing this content, I'm going to unsubscribe, and all these other people are going to unsubscribe as well. So it's like they're saying, I'm putting my 2 cents worth in and really fucking leveraging it to the hilt to make sure that you do content that I want. And so what happens on the YouTube thing, apparently there's these business formulas where they encourage YouTubers to create dissent amongst their fans because it increases fucking people fucking watching it. So you've got the trolls. Who's been trolled? The people doing the site are trolling the trolls, and they're it just turns into a fucking shit fight. And then at the end they go, oh, well, no, I'm just doing it to promote my core message, which is, I don't know, fucking being a vegan or fucking racial equality or something fucking, you know, where people go, right on, sister. But that's fucking bullshit, man. The core message on social media is fucking bullshit if you're earning your money off fucking ads. Like, the core message is your fucking ads, man. They're the ones paying you. So you can have, like I said, you can have someone fucking doing a vegan channel, stirring all this fucking trouble up, but they're getting paid by fucking, you know, like fucking Burger King or something. So there's a plug for Burger King. Now, speaking of that, what ends up happening in this culture is that content creators in media, whether it's mainstream or social media, get trapped between the sponsors and their fucking readers or their fans. So say like this is the Warwick Nabil advertiser, which I've been in, and I fucking love Warwick Nabil as well. And, you know, if I go down that track, I might as well call it the Gary the Goat advertiser. Now, look at this. This is a free community newspaper. So fucking massive ads. Fucking massive, just fucking ads all the way fucking through it. And that's before you get to the fucking paper inserts. Like, it's just fucking, it's the fucking Warwick Nabil advertiser. So that's what happens. So what I'm doing in my business model, it's like basically doing a community newspaper and going, oh, I don't want to go down this track of fucking advertising. Because as anyone knows, these advertisers, they basically go, oh, fucking put an ad in, and then they'll go, oh, well, we'll give you fucking a bit of editorial if you do so many ads. So that's what happens on social media. It's like, you know, there's no real money in ads in terms of, fuck, I've got 2 kids and a girlfriend and a fucking goat, and getting them all together is a fucking big expense, more than $42,000 over a few years. And that's, you know, you know, I've got to fucking come up with $6,000 for the fucking lawyers and to get off this piss case. It's a fucking lot of money. So if I go down that track, I could probably get that money, but I've basically got to do fucking these type of ads. So what I'm saying to the fans, and thanks for responding by people sending me in a few bucks, is so I can have a room like this, is I just want this page to be fucking Gary and I, and have it simple. I don't want I don't want to have to get managers to manage all the monetizers, the merchandisers, the middlemen, and all the fucking media ads, because what's wagging the dog, the tail or the dog? And it's like I said, it comes from the fans. So anyone who writes in now to my page and says, oh, someone already did on my YouTube, going, oh, you're just doing this fucking Gary Sick thing so you can get fucking YouTube ads. It's like, no, cunt, there's no fucking no ads on my YouTube. Just fucking look at the latest videos. So that takes it out. So all those shit fighting trolls, fuckwits, just projecting their fucking shit onto the biggest fucking YouTuber they can. In the old days, you know, those cunts used to just go down to the pub and try and fucking hit the biggest cunt in the pub, and then even when the big guy just turned around and fucking decked them, they'd go, oh wow, I'm getting attention. And that's what they fucking want, you know. And you get to the point where they're in fucking jail and getting raped and going, oh fuck, this is great, my inner victim is getting the attention it needs. So I don't want to go down that track. I'm not trying to stir people up with any of my content, but I will fucking say stuff which will cause a bit of controversy. But if you fucking got a whole lot of ads in there, you can't really, these newspapers and media, and even like comedians on TV and radio who are earning big money from the ads, they can't go too far off script. Otherwise, they're going to get fucking hammered and lose their job. And if they do go off script, the reason why they're not going to lose their job is because the advertisers are going to be going, oh, well, fucking that got ratings. So it's going to be getting into this fucking bullshit. So thanks to anyone who's fucking supporting me, fucking unreal. So that was a fucking long spiel, and I think I've probably lost all the people who just want fucking 2-minute fucking funny Gary shit now, but we'll get to that. Now, Gary sickness, he's fucking got this foot problem, which anyone's been following it over the last week, it's gone from an abscess to fucking chronic arthritis, put him down to fucking, you know, CAE virus, to fucking, tumor, to it's looking like it's a bacterial infection called osteomyelitis. Now, the advice coming from the vets is very heavily towards cut it off on Friday, cut off his toe. He'll have a bit of a hobble, but fucking let's just fucking lob it off. It's like the doctors, you know, drugs and surgery is the fucking answer. Now, I'm not against that if you've got a problem. Gary's got a problem. He's been so lucky to be on this awesome farm the last 4 or 5 years, just out in the middle of nowhere. No one's hassling, no one's tethering him, no one's taking the fucking I don't give a fuck out of him by just, you know, he's free. And it's been very dry. West Wimmera has been a fucking drought. Now, the last month or so, it's fucking been pretty wet. So I think he's got it from just being in a paddock. So, yeah, so that's how he's got it. And if anyone's going, oh, fucking, he's not being looked after, fucking bullshit, man. Fucking, we all get fucking chronic shit and we get into trouble. And that's when we go to the fucking doctor. Now, I'm going to the vet doctor to get a diagnosis. Now, I'm looking into alternative stuff by Friday though, because once you fucking chop off a fucking anything, you can't go back, right? So I've been just researching a bit of stuff. I've got this comfrey leaf, which is, anyone who's into natural stuff knows that that's a bone rebuilder. It's a fucking really good herb for that. I've got some fucking rosemary, got some oats, got some flaxseed for inflammation, and paprika. Stirred it in with a bit of fucking molasses, and so just getting him on the natural stuff. I tried to give him some fucking parsley, but he's not into it, as you know. fucking celery. You know, it's a bit like fucking us, you know. Fucking, I know a salad's good for me, but fucking Gary's going to give us some corn chips, but I'm here to look after the cunt, so we'll give him a bit of this. Hey, Gary. Look at him just going, what the fuck's in there? That's his... What type of fucking food have you got for me, cunt face? Yeah, fucking good work, mate. Get it into you. That'll help your body heal. The other thing I'm going to do tonight is... I've got this fucking clay thing. Get over there, fucking. I tell you what, you know, if you want to know how hard I party, just look at my rubbish bin. I've got fucking oranges, a few nuts and some bananas. Yeah, go pretty fucking hard. And I've got this, which I'm not on the piss. It's this is where I store my fucking piss, and to just use for fucking skin and just a second. Oh yeah, there's Gary. He's going to fuck the table manners. Fucking let's tip this over. Yeah, so I'm going to give Gary a bit of fucking urine therapy. Now, I've already gone to court and been charged as guilty for a criminal offence with no record convicted, but I'm in the legal system as a criminal because I've been found guilty of fucking drinking my own piss. It's a fucking... The magistrate couldn't say whether that was illegal. He's just said, no, that's not the point whether what you've done's illegal. The point is it was offensive. And I've gone, fucking, well, fucking no one saw it. You know, if I do it out in the bush, is that offensive? He goes, yeah. And then I go, well, fucking Bear Grylls does it on TV at 7:30. Here's a tape. And he's gone, oh, that's different. And fucking... Anyway, I basically said to him, mate, I just want to know this. If I get my own urine and put it in my mouth, is that illegal? And he's basically said, I'm not here to give you legal advice. And I'm going, well, I'm in court for fucking offensive behaviour due to me drinking my own piss. What's the fucking story? Anyway, the bottom line is I'm going to go to the fucking district court to see if the fucking judge there can answer that simple question. Anyway, the reason I've said that is I'm getting a lot... I'm not a stoner, so I'm getting a lot of serious advice on people saying... You know, it's all the rage now, marijuana for pain relief. Now, CBD oil, I'm open to fucking that for Gary. It might give me a bit more time to get him to healing on a natural diet and stuff if I can get some pain relief on that. So, yeah, I'm in Bendigo. If anyone's got some fucking dope stuff, which is not going to cause the fucking SWAT team to fucking kick me door down and bust me for something a bit more criminal than even drinking my own piss. Fucking give me the heads up on that one. The other thing I'm doing is people writing in on this 3D thing. I haven't got my head around it. Apparently you can make bridges fucking anything if you get a scan of something, and they're saying the same thing with a hoof. Now, that's going to be down the track actually if he cuts the hoof off, but I might have to do a scan before he fucking lops it off. So yeah, I'm getting my head around that. But the other thing is this clay, natural clay, can be used as a poultice, which I'm going to put on his leg and wrap it up, and the clay draws the heat out and apparently helps in the healing. So I'm going to wrap his fucking foot up with that, do the diet, and open to fucking some natural pain relief. But he seems to be all right. Go to fucking tough animals. And the other thing is osteomyelitis. Now, I've had a few people write in saying that they've got it. I didn't realise you can get it in humans. I know you can get it in horses. It's quite common. Now, the big question I want to know is, now, it's all right to go alternate, right? But when something gets so bad, that particularly if it starts eating the bone, you just got to make some realistic decisions. And I want to know this essential thing, which is what I'm asking the vets is, and I know you probably got to look at the fucking scans to see, is can I heal this naturally? It'll take time and a bit of willpower as opposed to just fucking take this injection, we'll cut the cunt off, and away you go. I'm willing to put that in if I can get results. So that's the question I'm asking the people over the next couple of days. And for all the people who go, oh, fucking, I'm not into alternative medicine. You know what fucking medicine alternate medicine that works is called? It's called medicine. Fucking, no, man. This is, you got to work with the natural people and the fucking mainstream fucking doctors and vets. I mainly use doctors and vets to get fucking diagnoses. And as you can see on this, it's fucking hard to get a diagnosis these days. And there's, you know, it's a fucking tough job being a doctor or a vet. You know, you go into a doctor and go, oh, I've got a fucking headache. That could be fucking anything. And the same thing with a goat. Oh, he's got a fucking sore leg. It could be anything. You need to go through all these fucking expensive diagnostics. Now, Gary hasn't been that expensive. You know, my main expenses are, like I say, a lawyer and getting my family out and fucking just getting in a position where I can pay rego and cunts off so I can keep doing videos every day. So as far as this vet thing, it hasn't really blown out. It's not like he's fucking swallowed a balloon and it's stuck in his stomach and we're going to do a $5,000 operation into his fucking small intestine. It's just fucking, here's some fucking jabs, cut the cunt off, and some x-rays. So, but fucking, I really appreciate anyone who's fucking supporting me on this. And if I think I can get more money and support by doing it off fans and fucking get rid of all the trolls and all the fucking sponsors going, nah, fucking tell them this shit. And if it works, I'm serious. I still want to run Gary for PM next election. And the whole basis of what we're doing is I want to change things into where the resource creators are getting money, not the fucking money creators. When interest rates are above zero, all the money goes to the fucking money creators. Like me doing these fucking YouTube, it's a trickle up thing. It's like, yeah, you get the attention and we'll just pay you a couple of cents to fucking advertise. But when interest rates go below zero, like when money doesn't have any value, and it won't below zero for lending, people go, oh yeah, there's all this money, it's free money, but fucking everyone go, oh yeah, I need some fucking food, I'm hungry. So it's the resource creators. So in this thing, it satisfies socialism and capitalism, my business model, below zero. Socialism in that anyone watching these videos who fucking can't afford it, doesn't want to pay it or whatever, that's cool, man, just fucking watch it, it's free. And anyone who wants to fucking go, you know what, I'm getting value out of what you do, and I value you're not going to fucking go down this advertising track. And even if you do, you fucking, I can see that you don't want to. Fucking, I'm going to give you value for that. It's not money on, it's not leverage on fucking, you do this, Jimbo. Oh, fucking, I said, you know, but what's happened is a few people going, oh, fucking, I gave you a bit of money and you spent it on your family. And there's other people go, oh, I gave a bit of money and I wanted you to spend it on the family, so I don't want a million cunts just going, or fucking, when you say, oh, a lot of people go, oh, if you get a fucking $1 for every subscriber, you'll be a millionaire, mate. The conversion rate is very fucking small, man. So if I had $1 for every person who said, you'll be a millionaire if everyone gave you $1, I'd probably be a fucking millionaire. So, fucking lost my train of thought. What I'm basically saying is, I don't know, I'm just basically saying, I'm fucking trying to go down the natural route with Gary and the natural route with this fucking business model where I just get paid for fucking, it's just fucking keep going cunt money. And I'm gonna fucking keep going. And if I don't have pressure to fucking go out and do gigs and stuff, I can get Gary better. He might still get lopped off, but that's what I'm saying to all the fucking people out there, the medical people, the hardcore vets and all this, who have all been great. Is there any way to fucking keep Gary's foot? Or, and if there is another way, what is it? Fucking diet, poultices, fucking medicinal dope, fucking, I'll give it a fucking crack. But we've just got a fucking couple of days here, a window, before I have to really make a hard decision. Now the main thing is going to be pain, but he's fucking handling it, but that's because I'm not walking him. So, yeah, fucking, thanks for fucking hanging in. A bit of a long video again, but I want to just explain stuff before I get to the fucking short and snappy stuff, which I'll get to when fucking Gary's in a bit better condition and I can fucking lube this tour up with a few fucking bills paid. Look at you, Gary. Oh, yeah, see, he's fucking awesome. He gets out and he pisses, he shits, and, oh, yeah. He's licking his lips. I might fucking end the video now.